Okay, this is going to be as self-explanatory as I possibly can get it. We're going to be replacing the brake booster on a 2005 Ford Escape. I believe this may go with a 2001 to maybe 2009. I think all those years coincide with each other. You'll have to look to make sure. But anyway, I'm having a lot of air when I'm pressing the brake pedal, and it's going all the way to the floor. So this right here is the brake booster. Attached to the brake booster is the master cylinder. And we're going to do this to where we don't have to take the master cylinder lines apart and worry about leaking all the fluid and everything like that. So we'll get started in just a minute. Okay, first things first, up underneath your dash, driver's side, you're going to look for where the brake booster comes through the firewall. And you're going to be looking for this right here. That's where the brake booster comes in through the firewall. Now there's a little pin right here that I'm going to have to grab with a pair of pliers and pull to get that pin out right there. And then once that happens, then this clip, plastic clip, should pull out. You may have to press the brake in just a little bit, but that pin right there will come out. Okay guys, it's kind of hard to film and do at the same time. So anyway, I'm going to try to set my phone where you can see. Okay, this pin, gotta grab this pin. Well, if I can get on it. Well, we try another way here. Grab this pin. And pull it out. Now that's step one. And we'll come back to step two. Okay guys, we're going to take the master cylinder off from the brake booster. There's one here and one on the other side. I'm using a deep socket, 1/2, to break these two loose. I'm going to break this one loose and this one over here loose. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to break them loose with the socket, and then I'm going to put that socket on an impact and get it off a lot quicker. So take these two off, and like I said, this is a 1/2 inch. Okay guys, so I've got that nut off here, and I've got that nut off there. Remember, that was a 1/2 inch socket. Now don't forget this clip on the side right here. You need to press down on that clip right there and wiggle it till it pops off, just like that. Now the master cylinder should slide off. Be very careful with the lines. You don't want to bend these lines at all. So be very, very careful when you pull this off. Just pull it off very, very easy. All right, as you can see, we're loose. We're loose. Just be careful with those lines, careful as you can be. Now, we'll go on to the next step in just a second. Okay, guys. Now that the pin is out at the brake pedal and the master cylinder is loose from the brake booster up underneath the hood. These 4 bolts need to come out. One right here, and 2 up above. I'm using those 2 and then those 2 on this side. So again, I'm using a 1/2 inch socket with a extension right here. So I'm going to get those loose real quick and then I'll be back. All right, guys, I got those 4 bolts off. Wasn't very hard. So now we're going to go back to the front under the hood. And now this here is loose. And we'll be able to pull it right out. So I'm going to need both hands. So I'm going to have to stop recording, but I'll come back once I pull this out. Remember to be very careful with these lines underneath this master cylinder. You don't want to bend them. Very careful. Okay, guys, here's the new brake booster. It's going to go in this hole right here, and you're going to line these 4 studs up with those holes. Remember, this little thing right here, it pops out, but it's going to go, you want to make sure, see, this label was on here the wrong way. It's going to lead you to think that it's supposed to go in like that, but this here is supposed to be over on the passenger side, because this is the hose that goes in to this hole here. That's your vacuum hose. So make sure before you put this in and line it up and bolt it in that this hole right here is faced to the left, so this vacuum hose can clip in. Okay, we got the new brake booster in there. We got the studs lined up with the hole. Now we're going to go back underneath the floorboard here, and we're going to take our nuts and those prongs, those studs, we're going to put the nuts back on and tighten them up, and then we'll be back. All right, guys, brake booster is in from the inside. It's bolted down. The pin is put back in the brake pedal. When you get your new brake booster box kit, whatever, there's gonna be a package in here with this little seal. This is important because you're dealing with vacuum and air. This rod right here that's attached to the master cylinder, this is gonna go over this, and on the outside of this, if I can do it with one hand here. Yep, just like that. It's going to go on the outside. Make sure you push it all the way back as far as it'll go. Just like so. Now we're ready to put this back in, line everything up, and once I get that line back up, I'll be back. All right, guys, that nut's on tight, and that nut's on tight. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take a pair of needle nose. We're going to grab this green insert here and pull it out, just like so. Now, we're going to grab our vacuum hose right here, and it's going to just push right up in there. All right, and then this clip is going to go on the side of your master cylinder here. Put it on. Well, you're supposed to hear it click. There it goes. All right, and now it's a done deal. Just make sure that you have plenty of fluid. Crank it up, take it down the road, and it's a done deal, guys. I hope I helped some of you out. That was the first time for me changing a brake booster. Wasn't that bad. Just getting down into the floorboard and looking up was a little difficult, but other than that, it was a pretty simple job. If you have any questions, reach out to my page. I'll be glad to help you out as much as I can. Thank you, and y'all have a good day.